In this video, we're going to discuss horizontal and vertical lines. We have already looked at positive and negative slope lines, but now we're looking at vertical lines, which are straight up and down. And we're going to look at horizontal lines, which are left to right. So the way to remember this is you watch the sun rise over the horizon. That's the line that is left to right, horizontal line. Sun rises over the horizon, vertical line is straight up and down. So for a horizontal line, you have y equals b. So it's always a y equals just a constant number. And that is the y-intercept. The slope of those is always 0. And a vertical line is always x equal, and it's going to be equal to a constant, and that slope of the line is undefined. So one way to help us memorize this is to give ourselves a nice little smiley face. So here is the part we already know, that a line like this is rising left to right. It has a positive slope. We've already looked at lines that are falling left to right. That has a negative slope. But now we're adding in two other lines. So one line is a vertical line. Those are always x equals, and the slope is undefined, like it says here. And then the last part of our not so smiley face is the one with the slope of 0. And it's y equals, so it has a y chin. So there is our not so smiley face for this class. We have positive slope, negative slope, undefined slopes are x equals, 0 slopes are y equals. So let's use that to write an equation for 3 lines that pass through the point -2, 8. So we're given an x and a y. And I'm going to draw our smiley or not so smiley face again, just to help you remember it. So here is positive, here is negative. We have x that we're making with our forehead. We have it crinkled in an x, that's an undefined slope. We have a 0 slope, and that's always y equals. So we have a y chin and an x forehead. So looking at this point, we have -2, 8. And the first thing we want to do is draw or write the equation for a horizontal line. So looking at our smiley, the horizontal line has a slope of 0, and it's the y equals. So it's going to be y equals the y value of the point, so 8. Some details on this is that the slope is 0, and it's a horizontal point, or horizontal line through the point. So slope is 0, with a y equals, we have our horizontal line, just like it asks. A vertical line, well, vertical is our nose on this smiley face. The slope is going to be undefined, and it's going to be an x equals, the x value of the point. So in the points -2, 8, the x value is -2. And just some details, we know that the slope is undefined, and that's true because it is a vertical line. All vertical lines have undefined slopes. Last piece is a slope of 3. So we want to write a linear equation through this. We're given our first step. First step is finding the slope. Our second step is we need to find our y-intercept. So we're going to plug in everything we know into y equals mx plus b. This one's more work because it is this part of the graph. It is a positive slope. We need to actually do some work, plug into y equals mx plus b, and we're going to plug this point in, -2, 8. So I'm going to replace the y value with the y value of the point, which is 8. I'm going to replace the slope. We're told to have a slope of 3. I'm going to plug in the x value of the point, which is -2. And then we'll have a plus b. We're going to solve for b on this. So the first step, I need to take 3 times -2 is -6 plus b. And then I need to get b by itself, so I'm going to add 6 to both sides. So I get 14 equals b. So my third and final step is to just combine these pieces of information and write my y equals mx plus b. So y equals 3x plus 14. So even though there's a little bit more to maybe memorize with horizontal and vertical lines, they are less work than having any other slope besides undefined or 0. We'd have to do those 3 steps: find the slope, find the y-intercept, write a full equation. Otherwise, horizontal is y equals a constant and vertical is x equals a constant.